Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Twisted Paper Studio. How are you? I hope that you are all well. It's day 87, you guys, of the 100-day project. Day 87. Day 87. Less than 2 weeks left to get to the end. Let's read our dragon cards here today. I'm going to mix them up a little differently because I don't think I shuffled them very well. You know, you could shuffle a deck of cards. I don't know if I can do that with the... Maybe I can. Let's see. Let's see if I still have that ability. When I was a kid, I did. I do have it. Okay. So we'll just go like that and take the top one. See what it is for us. Starfruit Dragon. Moderation. Let's take a look at what that reminder word is. Moderation. How are all of you? I hope you are all well. I'm doing well. It's Friday. Okay, starfruit, whatever, where? That's spinach, squash, and then it should be starfruit. There it is, starfruit. Oh, he's so cute, this dragon. Starfruit dragon. So, there is a tale of two brothers where the starfruit dragon punishes one for greed. Ooh. But rewards the other for moderation. Check your current habits. Are you overindulging anywhere? What about underindulging? Make sure you are being balanced so that you are playing as hard as you are working. Also, don't let your inner wanting overcome your good sense. This golden creature brings you the ability to see where you can put more energy to even things out. Oh, isn't that the truth? These cards are so truthful and so helpful in remembering. Just remembering, they are the field guide to garden dragons. They have really cute little dragons and they let us know about fruits and vegetables. Okay, so let us read our beautiful blessings. I'm going to read them and then we'll get started. Beautiful blessings to Lee Robinson. Beautiful blessings to Biddy Penny. Beautiful blessings to Coy Slayton. Beautiful blessings to Tamara DeCoito. I think that's how you say your name, Tamara. Welcome to my channel, Tamara. And beautiful blessings to Stacy Lynn. Beautiful blessings to you. Thank you so much for commenting on my channel, so I know you are there. I have new followers, so welcome. And today, we're just going to get started and we're going to make some twisted tangles. Yes, we are. I decided to take a break from the books and we're just going to go and make some twisted tangles. Now, I'm just going to pull some stuff out here. I don't know what all quite I have in here. I do have Christmas stuff. I have some clothing labels from clothing I had purchased. I have some scrap little pieces of paper. I have some wallpaper. I have some scrapbook paper. I have some embossed vellum, not embossed vellum. I have little pieces of, like, these are stamps and labels. So I have so much little stuff. So much. There's some paper. I'm just going to pull some out. So if you have scraps, little pieces of paper, any kind of paper, it doesn't matter what kind, what the texture is, what the feeling is, if it's linen paper, if it's book page, if it's vellum paper, if it's scrapbook paper, it doesn't matter. Even if you have odds and ends digitals that you haven't used yet, I may use these, I may not. I may keep them. But here is a digital I didn't use yet. Just anything, you guys. There's no rules. Twisted tangles, there's no rules. Labels. Let's see. And then also, I'm looking here. I have some printed out on newspaper print. I have some ledger papers. I have some cut-offs from something I've already made. This was like a cut-off from a collage. I'm just looking here. Here's some more labels from some clothing. Oh, you know what else, you guys? If you have, oh, look at this. You can use this. If you have fortunes from your Chinese cookie, Chinese food cookie, you can use those too. Okay, let's go take a look at another pile of scraps I have, because I have so much, you guys. I have so much scraps. I'm kind of just sorting through things here. Of course, we don't have all day, and these would take me all day, because you can sit there all day long and make them. They're that fun, you guys. They are that fun. I'm just going to take a look. And I have some things that I punched out of things. I have some cutoffs of strips of paper. I have some paper that I don't even know why I saved this. Oh, because this is probably hand-colored paper, but there's some words on that side and colored paper on that side. Don't even know why I have it. I have, of course, lots of little bits of Florentine paper that, of course, I cannot throw that away. I have little things that I haven't used yet in my work. Little odds and ends of scraps, you guys. Just odds and ends pieces of scraps. That's really it. So, let me just take a look now. Now, also, I have some scraps of fabric. And I have some scraps of ribbon. Like that. From stuff I was working on. Some scraps of silk. Some torn and ripped pieces of fabric. Some little smaller scraps of fabric. I'm just taking a look here. See what else. Here's some more fabric. Okay, so I think that's a good start. Oh, I have some wallpaper. Some regular ripped paper. Some more Florentine. Some more ripped paper. More ripped. Oh, these must be my pile that I saved on the side for this particular project. So we're just going to use those. And then also, if you have any small things to fussy cut, tiny little labels with some numbers, anything you have that you didn't use up, and you have like a little basket like this holding your stuff in there, you can, here, I have some more little fabric. This was from Easter, but that's okay. Some more handmade paper, a little number, all little stuff, you guys. All little stuff that we just haven't used or found a use for it. That's what I'm doing. I'm taking these things out. Okay. So now that we have a little pile there, I'm going to just look one more place here, because I have some larger pieces of paper here. And larger pieces of paper, and then some more fabric. Here's some more fabric. Oh, I also have these painted things, you guys. I'll keep that to the side. And some more paper and more fabric. Trim. Little pieces. We're not going to use all this, guys. I don't want to scare you. Because there's nothing to be scared about. Nothing. This is all fun. And look, we have this. I made this yesterday. So I'm going to, oh, well, we can use that too. I'll show you what I'll do with that. Okay. I think we're good to go with making something. I do. Now, I'm going to need my glue book, of course. I'm definitely going to need that. And I'm going to have to stop picking out of here, huh? Okay, that's hard to do. Especially when I keep seeing things that I like. Okay, I think we're good. We'll use that and that. I think we're good. We're good. We're good, Donna. We're good. We're good. All right. So now I got a fresh glue stick here. Fresh glue stick. I use Pritt glue. You can use whatever glue you'd like, whatever glue stick you'd like. Glue sticks work best because if you use, you know, like a wet glue, it's hard to get it on all the area, and you want it to stick down on all the sides. That's what your object of the game is, to stick down on all the sides. Has some more fabric and stuff here. Well, I have this wallpaper here. This is like embossed. That's pretty cool. Okay, so let's get started, shall we? I'm going to start with my biggest scrap pieces. So I'm going to go back and separate these now. And I'm going to put that over to the side and put this over to the side and this and this. And then let me just share with you what I have. This is little thing on the side here. So this is scrap paper. That's what we're going to start with. You'll want to pick little things that you like, maybe, because those things are going to dangle also. So you're going to cut out the whole piece of that. All right, so we can put that over to the side for right now. This is just scraps, ripped pieces of paper. Scraps, scraps, scraps. This is all little pieces of fabric, and I just put that in the pile over here. Now here in this tray, I have little buttons and safety pins, little things that I've had from projects that I haven't quite used yet. Just buttons and safety pins, a little piece of leather, and a little charm, prayer charm. In here I have some more charms, metal charms. I have some Tim Holtz things. I have some bulb pins also. I have little seed beads. I have some numbers. Those can go there. I have some, oopsie. I have some clips, which I'm not going to use those, but I have safety pins and more bulb pins and little tiny, 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 tiny little bells. Okay, and then in here, I have these tiny little punches. I have some big safety pins, bulb pins, prayer charms, keys, more little charms that I got from like the 99-cent store or Walmart, wherever. And I have some more kinds of buttons. And I have these little beads that have like bees on them. I think I got them on sale in maybe Hobby Lobby or something. I don't know if I'm going to use them, but I just took them out. Okay? And that's really it. You can use whatever you want. If you don't have the bulb pins like this with the bulb on the end of them, they're called bulb pins. B-U-L-B, and they look just like a light bulb. Bulb pins. You can find them on Amazon or anywhere online. I don't know that many craft stores sell them. I haven't really seen them there, but I really haven't looked really either, so I'm not sure. I have safety pins here. You could use the regular silver safety pins. These black ones I got in Walmart. You can use black. They also have large silver ones. It's up to you, but you are able to use safety pins too. Or you can, the other night, a new viewer told me that she didn't have any of the bulb pins, so she was using string, and you can also use string. That's perfectly fine. You can use whatever it is to attach, how you would attach the paper and let it dangle. However you would do that to make it look like this, like it dangles. This is on a string. Nothing else is attached to it except for a string. And then I probably will take this price tag off here, or maybe I'll cover it. Okay, so let's get started so that we can do this in the amount of time that I have for the video. And I'm just, oh boy. Oh, here it is. Oh, and one more thing that I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using my Cricut Cuttlebug, and it is an embossing machine. So if you don't have an embossing machine, you do not have to do that part. It's just something that I like to do because I feel that it blends everything together and it just makes it look so pretty and cute. You don't have to do that though. I promise you, you don't. Okay, so let's get started here. What I'm going to do is take some of these scraps. Now, I'm not going to be working with the fabric right now, so I'll put that aside so it's not overwhelming. And I'm not going to be working with these little pieces right here that I'm going to dangle, so I'll just put it aside for right now, and I'm going to move it out of the way. Okay, I'm not going to be working with these little punches either. I'll move them over here. The only thing that we're going to concentrate right now on is the scraps. And the only thing, you guys, that I'm going to do with the scraps, I will show you. I'll get my glue stick ready. As If you want to do this, normally I do this, but to save time, I'm not today. If you want to, normally I take them and I put the scraps in piles. So I put blue in the pile like this. Blue, anything blue, blue or green. Then I put anything pink or red in this pile over here. Pink or red. Maybe I would put the purple with the blue. Blue, blue, pink. This is all I do. And then if I have anything that's just paper like this, like the book page, I just put it in its own pile like that. And maybe I might take that off there and put that in the pink. And I'm not going to use this white part on here, so I'm just going to totally get rid of that and put it over here in the garbage. This is a specialty paper, but there's greens and blues on there. And blue. See how that works? I'm just doing that. Maybe we'll just do that real quick so I can give you guys a hint. This has a green hint in it. I'm just going to put it in the green pile. Pink. If I see pink, I put it there. If I see words, I put it there. Words. Vellum. Vellum I'm making a specialty pile out of. That's all. Green. Bluish green. Pink. Pink, pink. Words. This is all I do, you guys. Pink, pink. And I do it as quickly as I can without much thought process because I don't want to spend the whole day sorting. There's no need for me to spend the whole day sorting. This is all really just garbage. Honestly, it's just garbage and I don't have to really give it much thought. It's just my garbage. That's really it. Okay, now I'm putting to the side. That's like in the pink family. Pink, green, green. That has a lot of pinks. That's a tag. We'll put that towards the pink. We'll put all this stuff in the pink. Pink. This is all words and writing. More like blues, words, pink. And here we go. We're down to the bottom. This is all numbers. Those are going to be for the tag part. That's blue. This is polka dot. We can put that with the words. Pinkish, words, pink. And this is for the tag part. And here we go. We're almost finished with sorting. It didn't take us that long. But, of course, I'm only using a small amount of paper, you guys. A small amount of scraps. Okay, so now I have 3 piles. I did the blues and the greens and the purples in one. I did the pinks and the oranges and that pinkish hue family in another. Plus, I also, if it had some more pink on it than it did the blue, I left it over here. It's no big deal. You can sort them however you want to. Don't let it stress you out. It just helps you visualize. It helps me visualize when I pick things up that if I want it to be in the same family on the same piece of paper. And I'll go ahead and show you what I mean right now. Okay? I'm going to start with the words. That's what I'm going to start with, the base of the words. So I'm going to use a piece of scrap paper. And scrapbooking paper. And I'm going to turn it over to the back side. This has something on it, and I'll keep that. This side doesn't. So I'm going to glue the back, just like this. So it's got the glue on there. Whoopsie. And now I'm going to start taking my pieces here. Maybe not that one, because it's big. I'll show you why in a minute. I'm going to take these small little pieces of scrap and start putting it down. There's rips on here, though. There's rips. This is a rip in white, and you can see the white around it. I don't really care for that being on the back of here. Like, I'm going to hang it off to the side. So I'll show you. I'm doing it just like this. So now that's hanging off the side, that rip. And the reason why is because we're going to cut them down afterwards. And I will show you what I mean. I'm going to keep going here, though. I'm going to put some more stuff on. I'm going to put this piece on. Just like this. And I'm going to put that on right here. Just like that. And then I'm going to take this piece. Now, you're going to use a lot of glue space here, and that's okay. It's fine. And I'm going to put this down, just like that. I'm letting the ripped pieces hang off the side. I don't kind of want them on my base. it can hang off the side. That's fine. And, excuse me, if you have a piece, excuse me, that you need to cover and you're going to have some left, just go ahead and rip it off. It's fine. It doesn't matter. Hello? Hello. Hi. Oh, thank you, love bug. Okay, I'll come right down after I'm done videoing. Thank you. Okay, lovey. Thank you. I'm so excited. Oh, that was my niece. I'm allergic to bananas, and whenever she gets a Tootsie Pop from school, that's a banana-flavored Tootsie Pop, she gives it to me. And she has one for me, you guys. Okay, so now I have that hanging over the edge, and that's okay. I'm going to leave it. Or you can bring it around. You could do that too. Let's go ahead and do that. It's okay. I'll bring it around. There we go. Now this looks a mess. It's okay. I'm going to leave it a mess just for the time being. So I glued a bunch of stuff down, and this has a base on the back. So let's move forward, and we'll do some more. I'm going to take this. I'll take this and use it as my base. I have to pick a side, though. Which side do I want? Maybe I'll pick the flower side. So I'm going to move forward in my glue book. I'm going to glue back up here. And then I'm going to put some more things down. Now, of course, I already glued the back here. So I can use this glue for this strip of paper. But the next strip of paper that I pick up, I might want to glue it. And that's okay. Whoopsie. So I'm going to glue this just a little. Whoopsie. And I'm going to put it down like that. There we go. Just like that. Now, I have this piece here. And I'm going to take a scissor. I have a scissor here. Here we go. And now I could do one of two things. I could bring this back up here, or I could leave it blank. I could bring this back up here, or I could cut it off, not leave it blank. What am I saying? What I'll do is I'll just bring it up. This way, it's easier than cutting it. And I'm going to bring that up there like that. And I'm going to bring this up here like this. Okay? Just like that. Now instead of throwing these away, I've glued it onto another piece of paper. Okay, let's move a little bit further and do some more. I'm gonna take a piece of ledger paper, and this has words on it, and I'm gonna glue that up. Now, I could take whatever I want, because I did put that in the book pages, right? So I could do whatever color I want on the back. I could mix my colors too. I don't have to stay separate in my colors. I could mix them together. You don't have to separate your papers. I chose to. I like to. But you don't. You don't have to at all. No, 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 you don't. So I'm going to put this down on here like that. And then I'm going to take this, and so it has some, you know, because this was a printout, so there's some where it's not printed around it, and that's okay. I'm just going to throw these in the bin, and I could just take this and put it down on there. It doesn't matter where, and nope, it doesn't matter at all. So let's put it this way. Just like that. And then I could turn this over and put that right back there. And I think I will. I'm going to do it. It's no big deal. Now we have one more spot there to fill. And let's see. What do I have? I have some Florentine paper scrap here. So let's use that. I think it will work. Let's take a look. It will. There's some of the ledger paper that's going to show through, and that's okay with me. Okay, so now we've done that. And we can even take this and turn it around back here just like that. No big deal. It's fine. It's perfectly fine. I'll show you what else we're going to do. So we're getting our stockpile here of things that we're gluing together. There's no rhyme or reason to any of this. Here, this is a piece of wallpaper. I'm just going to start gluing on. I don't know what I'm going to glue on. I'm just going to start gluing things on. Similar to your snippet where you're collaging things on. Similar, very similar, except for you're using up all your scraps, you guys. Using up all your scraps. So here's a strip. I'm just going to put it down. I'm just going to put it here. And then, let's see. There's some more strips of things. I'm just going to put it down. Just like that. I'm not even thinking, you guys. I'm just pulling it from the color choices that I have created piles for. I'm not even thinking about what I'm doing at all. Maybe just a little, but, you know, just something that I'm trying to catch my eye with. Not really worrying about what I pull. Just something that's catching my eye in my creativity. And I'm going to put this right here. Now, don't worry. Don't worry about this. If you're not going to fold it over, don't worry about it. Let it hang off because I'll show you what we're going to do, okay? So I made that collage like that. Let's do one on book page. And we can even, here, before I do the one on the book page, I'm going to show you, we can take, well, I did show you that, right? Where we can take the whole piece, like this, the whole piece, and glue. And if you wanted to change the color palette that the back was on and do the front in a different, you can. This is green. So, I mean, I could take some words and put it back here. Like that. And then I can cut it off. I'm not going to fold it around, so I can cut it off. And then when I cut that off, I could just go and put it on another one. I could use it, you know, use it again. Here, I'm going to take this, and I'm going to glue back here. And I'm going to put this down, just to give it a little bit of contrast on there, right over the book page. Doesn't really matter. I have no reason why I'm doing it. I'm just covering it up with something. That's all. I'm covering it up. And anything that's been printed that has a little white part around it that you don't want to see, you could either hang it off the end or cut it off. It's up to you. I sometimes do it where it's just hanging off the end because it's less work, because I know I'm going to be cutting it anyway. And I'll show you what I mean. Here, let's get some more. You just use this. And I'll put that right there. I'm going to glue this up. Oopsie. And I'm going to put it down on my in camera. And there we go. And now I'm going to cut this right off the back here. And you can, you know, do it while you go. There's no rules. Now this is covered and that's that side. Well, let's keep going and make a little bit more. I'm just keep checking my time because I want to make sure that I have time to go into the next steps of things. Okay. Let's do a pink one. So I have this pink piece of paper here. And let's see, will that cover it, the whole thing? No. Maybe this will. Yeah. See, this covers the whole thing. So all I'm going to do is glue the back of this. Whoopsie. And I'm going to just put this down on there like that to cover the whole thing. Okay, so now all this is hanging off, but that's okay. Just gonna leave it. I don't mind it. It's gonna stay, and I'll show you what I'm gonna do. If you wanted to, you can take a little bit and cover over there, and we'll do that now. I'm just gonna take a little piece and cover it in the corner so that there's something covering the spot that was showing the back of the paper. Okay, I'll move that over there. And let's see. Here, I'll use this bigger piece. Oh, there's some there's a glue page here. I'm gonna glue this all up. And now this is on the old French blue letter. And I'm going to, here, there's that. Here, let's take some wallpaper and we can cover up this spot here. And then we'll take some strips of something. Here's a strip of something. And I'll put that on there like that. Maybe I'll put it this way. Yeah, let's do that. So I'm going to glue this up here. And again, I have no method to this other than I am gluing down scraps from my work. There's no method. The only method I really did was separate their colors. That was all. Here we have another piece of wallpaper here. Let's use that on this wallpaper. A different piece of wallpaper with that wallpaper. Okay, and I'm going to put that here. There we go. Now, I'm not going to use this, so I'll go ahead and cut it off. And then when I go to cut them and show you, I'll show you my method that when I do that. Okay, I'm going to throw this away. All right, maybe we'll do one more. We'll do one more, and then I will show you after that the next step, because we do have quite a few sitting over to the side, and we're just gonna move forward from there. All right, so we'll do this one. I'm gonna glue this all up here, and everybody likes this. This is the Edith Holden book, and it was just a scrap that's been sitting for so long in my pile of stuff. We're just gonna use it. Okay, and then now I have this. I think this is from a Roxy Creations kit. I just haven't used it in my work, so I might as well use it up. It's just sitting there for I couldn't even tell you how long. I haven't used it in quite some time, and that's okay. And I'm going to use it today. I'm going to keep doing that with the glue. Okay, and let's bring this over and put it down. Put that right on there like that. And I did leave it hanging over to the side just a bit because of the fact I didn't get all the white off. And that's okay. And then maybe down at the bottom I'll use some words. Actually this has words on there, huh? They're pretty. And you can cover it, or you don't have to cover it. It's up to you. I like those words. Didn't realize it afterwards. But that's all right, too. It doesn't really matter. They're just scraps. They were going to go in the garbage. I'm trying to see if I have any. Here we go. There. We'll use that. Let me see if this will cover up the glue. It might not. I might have to do one more. It looks like it did. I might have to do one more. Let's do this one. Okay. And now we're going to move into the next step, I think. Whoops. Next step. It's not working. Okay. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to clear off this desk, and of all of the scraps. And you know what? I'm going to put them right back in the scrap. Right back here. Except for the little things that I'm going to use to dangle and stuff. But I'm just putting everything right back into my scraps, you guys. Right back in here. The only thing that I'm not putting in here is those little things that I was going to use to dangle off them. That's it. I'm putting them all right back in here. All these scraps. This one is a masterboard piece, so I'm going to keep that out. Okay. I have some string, no biggie. Okay. And then I also wanted to show you, in case you haven't seen a Twisted Tangle video before, if you have any strips like this, and I'll just do that one real quick. Any strips like this that you rip off the side of a page. Let me show you quickly, Donna, because time is ticking. Here we go. So all those were just scraps. They're still scraps, and they're going to be used again in another project, or more Twisted Tangles, of course. Okay, I wanted to show you this. If you have any strips like this that you rip off the end of a page, you can just glue down the strip and then fold it over like this. Just like that. Hold on, guys. My hands are sticking together. Hold on. Okay. Okay. And then you can fold them right over just like that. So you can have, this is also what the goal is to use a piece of scrap so you have something on the front and something on the back. And then you can also take a strip and glue it. One little strip here. And then glue, put your strip on there to glue it. So now you have strip to strip. So there's something on the front and something on the back. And it's okay with the jaggedy edges hanging. Okay, so what I'll do is just fold this together since I took it out and I don't have any need for it now, but that's okay. I'm just folding it together so we have something on the front and something on the back. That's really it. It's all with your scraps, all your garbage, you guys. It's just garbage. Okay, I think I'm gonna need my stuff here because my hands are really still sticky and I want to try to get it off so I can go to the next step. And if you don't know that and you're new to my channel, you can use hand sanitizer to take the glue off your fingers. It works good if you don't have a sink right near your desk. Okay, I think it's working for me. I think so. Okay, so now the next step is, I mean, you could go and, let me throw this away. You could start to take the little things. I do have some little things here. So I had this little tag here. I'm going to take this rope out of it so that I have the tag available to use. It's heavy duty from the clothing. And then let me see if I could take this off. Oh, I could. So I'm not really going to take that apart. It all depends. It just depends. I have some wording and this price back here that I really don't want to show. So what I will do is, I guess I could use, a piece of paper, but then I'd have to cut around, and that's okay. So I'm just going to go like this. I had a little basket that I took. Here it is. I have a little basket to put my scraps in for this time, for this video, and I didn't take it out. Okay, so I'm just going to make sure that it's skinny enough to fit on here, and it is, and I'm just gonna go just like that, and I'm gonna put that right on there, and that's okay with me. That little cut piece of paper. It doesn't cover everything, but it covers the price, and that's all that matters to me. And this is just a clothing tag. That's all it is. It's a clothing tag. And I'm putting that right on there. And you can use clothing tags if you'd like. And this is Max Studio. I mean, I like it. It's a cute clothing tag. But we're going to use that in our Twisted Tangle. And here was the other one. And I wish that this price, let me see if I can get it off. I can. Okay. Let me do that quickly so as to not take up more time. And you could do this with any kind of tags that you might have. I used to collect clothing tags. I don't know why. I did for so long. And I have an entire box. I mean, I have a lot to show you if you ever want to see them. Okay, so on this side, I'm just going to do the same thing and take another little piece of paper. We'll do that. And I'm just going to cover that up in the back. That's all. Just like this. And then I'll probably rip that down. And there we go. I'm just going to glue it and cover that right up. So you can use clothing tags if you have them. You can use tickets. You can use see that? Now I could take my little tool and put the hole in the paper, but I really don't have to. I can honestly just poke a hole through. It will be fine. So we have these tags here, and we have these labels. Here I have some watercolored paper that I could just use by itself. I have a ticket that I could just use by itself. I have some vellum I could use by itself. Oh, here's another tag. I'm just going to take this off of it. And there's no price tag on it, so I'm just going to leave it just by itself. I have these little numbers here, like that. I could use that. I have this is a little card, like an old card, player's card. So I could cover the back of that. I could also, now here, you see this collage that we made yesterday? I could cover the back, or I don't have to. It's white on the back. I could also cover it with these tags. So I think I'm going to do that. So I'm going to, these are labels. I'm just going to cut out the labels. I used to do this, you guys, the little basket, and I haven't, because I haven't cleaned my room in so long, and I cleaned it, and now I found a basket. I've been just putting it all on my desk. I learned it from Rachel. Okay, so I'm going to take this little tag here, and I'm going to put it, I could put it on the back of here, but I'm going to tell you why I'm not going to, because the collage is beautiful, and I don't want to just cut it all apart and not use it. So I'm going to just take a scrap piece of paper here, and I'm going to put it on that. Might as well put it on there, right? And then you don't even have to cut around it first, like here, I'll show you. So I'm not going to cut around this first, and I will glue it like that. And I'll put it on here on this piece of paper, like that. And then I'll cut around it. And I'll show you what I mean. So here I have these on here. Now I'm just going to cut around it. Now these are my scraps, so I'm really not caring what I'm using, what I'm not using, because they were going to be garbage anyway. So it doesn't bother me that I'm cutting so much waste away from it. And see that now it's covered. This is covered on the front and the back, the little card. And then this one is too. The only reason why I cut it, the only reason why I would say you don't have to cut it first before you put it on is because you're doing double the work. You just saw me cut this tag out, so now I'm cutting it out again. If I didn't do that, I wouldn't have to do double the work. I could just put it down on the scrap. And see, now this label has a back like that, okay? So those are just a few things. And then also, you can, let me see if I have something right here in front of me. You can fussy cut. I don't know that I have any fussy cut things, so let me see. Oh, and that's our timer, but that's okay. We're gonna keep going. This is my twisted tangle video, and it's very important to me that the rest of you can learn how to do these twisted tangles. I'm just going to take a look at something that I would fussy cut. Something that I have not already fussy cut. You definitely want to use something that you haven't already fussy cutted, because cutting around it again would be hard. I'm trying to see if I have anything behind me. Let's see. Let's see. I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe. 1 second. I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to look. I do have fussy cut things, but not in front of me, and not little. I think I might have something from Rachel. Let me just check. I don't have very many fussy cut things printed out that I didn't use already, because I wanted to show you, but I don't think it's going to be good. Oh, wait. So, you know what? I have some Christmas stuff. Let's see. I have small things from Christmas. And it's okay. We can use a Christmas thing. If I can find something. Of course, right now. Silly. Well, and these are all squares, so it's not being helpful at all. Hold on. Okay, I might have found something now. Let's pray that I did. Pray, pray, pray. Please let me have found something. I think so. You know, it's like you get, you're looking for something and you get anxious because everybody's waiting on you. That's the anxious feeling I'm getting right now. I'm sorry. Because everyone's waiting on me, and I'm sorry. I don't want to waste your time. I just wanted to show you something. I wasn't prepared. Well, I don't have anything tiny. That's the problem. And when you do this, the big sheets that you get, that you print out from printing, you just make them smaller. Okay, I think we're just gonna go with this one for right now. Here we go. We'll just use this guy right now. And he is Easter Bunny in my shop. And I'm looking for my scissors. My cutting scissors. Oh, here they are. Okay. So what I would do is, here, we'll use this little one here. I'm not going to do it so precise. I can guarantee you that. It's not for precision right now. It's just for showing you. I'm going to take this piece of paper, and I'm going to glue it onto the back like that. This is just to show you what I do when you want a focal point, or when you have fussy cut that you cut out with a back on it. Okay, now I'm going to cut, and I'm just going to cut around this little bunny. And I don't have to even be that precise. If I don't want to cut out the flowers, I don't have to. Maybe I'll just do a few. Just a few. I don't have to cut out those sprigs. I'm just concentrating on cutting out the bunny. And then when you have items like this and you cut them out, and it's just a suggestion, you don't have to do this. I just wanted to show you what I do, because those of you that have seen my fussy cuts or seen my twisted tangles, they are on there. I don't even know if I have any made. I use them all the time. But this is what I do. I back a small item, print it out small. These were bigger. I just printed them out smaller from my printer. And I back them. And then I cut them out. So now I have a little bunny with a backing of some words. Okay? That's how I get those items. And I throw this away. Honestly, there's no reason to keep it. If you make paper, you will have that. You will have those to make paper with. Now see, here's a strip of numbers. I believe these are from Shabby Dabby Doodah. I'm going to take some scrapbooking paper and just glue on the back of these numbers. Like that. And then put them down on the scrapbooking paper. Like this. Whoopsie. Just like that. And I'm going to cut them out. But I'm not going to cut them all out, but I am going to cut out some right now, so we have some to use. And this is all I'm doing, you guys, is backing these little things that we're making. I'm just backing them like this and like this. And now when you turn it over, there's something on the back. See that? And I'm going to add it to the pile. I'll do one more like this, and then we'll go to the next step. So you see that? All I'm doing is taking these items and backing it with something else, with a scrap piece of paper. Taking scraps and backing it with scraps. Okay, so we have that now. And I could keep going. I'll save this for another day. Okay, now I have my scraps here. Like this. I have them all. I'm going to take my cutter and I'm going to start cutting them up. I don't want to confuse you. Those are the little tags we were making. I'm going to cover my glue. And I'm going to take these scraps, and I'm going to start cutting them up. So this has blank back here. So I'm going to be mindful of using the back to start with, to cut first. So I'm going to cut off that strip. I'm going to cut it off. Now I could keep it, or I could just cut off the white. I could throw that away. Oh my gosh. Hold on one second. Hold on. I cannot stand, the window's open, and I can't stand them anymore. The summer bugs, they're back. It's summer. Okay, so now I'm going to cut this off right here. Like that. And now I have a piece. I have one piece. I'm going to put it over to the side. And that was there. Okay, so now I have this piece here, and I'm going to clean it up. I'm going to cut this off here, clean it up, cut this off here, clean it up, cut this off here, clean it up. And I'm going to throw these away. I'm just going to throw them away. And I have this piece here, so now I'm going to decide how to cut it. And I'm not even going to think about it. I'm just going to go like this, and like this, and then maybe I'll go like this, and like this. So I made some, I didn't even measure. Don't measure. I'm not measuring the width, and I'm not measuring the length. So I have some strips here, and they're covered on the back and the front. So let's keep going. I have this, remember? So I'm going to look, this is the part that has to be cleaned up. So that's what I'm going to keep to the front. That's what I'm going to keep what I see, and I'm going to clean it up. Just like I imagined I would. Cleaning it up on all the sides. Cleaning it up. I'm going to throw this away. And now look, I have this piece on the front and the back is covered. So I'm going to make some strips. Let's see how I want this to go. Maybe I'll have it go long. I'll do some long strips. So one, and then I'll see if I can get one more. I'll put it over here. And here's my next one. Put that over here. And there we go. I have some more strips. And we're just going to keep going. Now, I'm going to cut on this side because this is all that's hanging over. So I'm just going to go ahead and clean off the one side. And then I'm going to keep going to clean up the rest. Clean up, and clean up again. All right, throw those away. And now I have a complete collage with the scraps. So now I'm going to take this side and decide what I want to do. So maybe I'm going to cut it in half. And then I'm going to do some strips over here, like this, like that. Of course, you want them a little bit even. You don't want them crooked. And then those are like thinner strips. And then maybe I'll do some little wide ones, short. And maybe I'll do even smaller, short, wider ones. And there we go. Keep going. Here's more. I'm going to turn it over because that's where I want to cut off. So if you glued down on something, you want to use the side that you glued down on as where you're looking to see where to cut off. So I think what I'll do is clean it up. Actually, I think I'm going to just cut it in half first. That's what I'm going to do in my mind, just right now, so that I could, because it's rather long to put in my trimmer. All right, so I'm just going to clean this up on this side, and then I'm going to go around and clean up everywhere else. And it might be a little finicky if you have, you know, if it's gluey, or you've had some parts of it that there's still glue on there, because mine is just a little bit. So possibly you could even wait till they're dry the next day, or you can use scissors to clean off your edges, whatever you'd like to do. And now here I have this piece here, and I think what maybe I'll just leave that. I'll leave it just like that. How about this piece? Let's see, we got to clean this up over here, like that, and we'll clean this side up over here. And I might leave that one chunky like that, chunky and long. That's good. It's up to you. You don't have to make them big like me. You don't have to make them small. You can make them all the same size. But these are just your scraps, you guys. I'm cleaning this up around the edges. And this is a little hard to do. So I'm just going to, what I'm going to do is just take my scissor and cut around it. Because I don't want to lose all of the piece of ledger. And I'm going to actually just straighten this edge out. And I'll show you what I mean. I'm just going to take this and give it a straight edge. Okay? And now what I'm going to do is cut some strips. I'm going to cut that into a strip. And then that into a strip. And these lines on the end are jaggedy, and that's okay. Look, it's on a piece of ledger paper. And it's okay. These were my strips, you guys. My garbage. This was my garbage. And now we'll do the next one. Maybe I'll do this one like this. Here we go. We have a piece here and a piece here. And here was the first one. Here was some more dangle things we did that we glued back to back. This is the one we did where we glued the strip together. So let's go ahead and clean. Now, it's really hard for me to get in there. So let me just go ahead and do this. I'm just going to cut this right off like that. All that end, throw it away, cut this off, and there I have a strip, a long one. And let's see what we got here. Now, yeah, hold on one second. Sorry about that. Okay, so now I'm just going to take this and clean it up on the side like this. Maybe I'll start with this side first. And then I'm going to clean this up on this side like this. And clean this up over here and over here. And then now we have this piece where it's collaged on the front and it has scrapbooking paper on the back. No big deal, but let's see. Let's see how I'm going to cut it. Maybe I will do, let me see. Maybe I'll do this and I'll cut this into strips, 2 strips, 2. There we go, 1 and 2. And then I'll do this one on 2 smaller ones. There we go. Okay, so now we have 1 more left. Let's do that. And this, throw this away. And we're going to cut that. And we're going to leave the words down here. I like those. So let's make 1 for there. And I'll cut it in half. Like that. And then this one will also, well actually let me do them shorter. So I'll do short and fat. Like that. And like that. And then I'll do one this way. Like that. So they're all different sizes. Okay. Now, the next step we're going to do is the embossing. And if you'll, I'm just going to put the camera on hold because I forgot my embossing folders. I'm cutting those and I'll leave that long. I got to get my embossing folders and I'll be right back and set up with my embossing machine. So give me 1 second, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back and I have the Cuddle Bug here. That's the next step. You don't have to do this if you don't have a Cuddle Bug. If you don't have an embossing machine, you could skip this part. You might even just take a few. I'd only do a few. And I'm going to, now I'm going to emboss them. And I think what I might do is just, if you're new to crafting, I have to see if I have all my plates here. Oh my gosh. If I don't have all my plates, then I'm going to cry. Okay, I do. All right, so if you're new to crafting an embossing machine, there's many types of them on the market. And what they do is they have these plates that you can put the paper in between in the center. And they emboss them. And embossing means is they leave an imprint of what the actual plate booklet is. So this one has like a harlequin design on it. And I'm just going to put these in here like so. And just put a few. And we'll just decorate some with the embossing. I'm going to put them in through the machine. There's 3 plates, 3 plates. There's an A and B's, and I'm just gonna put them in between these plates like this, so it gets kind of like makes it like a sandwich, and I'm gonna place it through like that, and then I'm gonna take them out of that little plate, the little embossing booklet thing, and they are going to be embossed on both sides, just like that. And we'll do a few more. And then I think what I'm going to do, I'm not going to make all of the, I'm not going to make all of them today because I think our time is running close to being almost finished. And so I think we're over an hour now. I'm just going to put some long ones on here, like so. I'll use the short ones to get the end there. Oh, would you believe it? No, I just totally dropped everything. So I'm trying to do it quickly. Okay. We're over an hour, you guys. We're over an hour. It's okay. It's fine. We'll be okay. I don't know if there's any more. I thought there was one more. Oh, I don't know where it went. Oh, here. Okay. I'm going to close this up, and then I'm going to run it through. My son, he just released his album. My son is Louyah, Louyah, and he just released his self-titled album. And the boys told me that there's over 4 million streams on his songs from his music, and they just released it last night. I'm so proud of them. Okay, so here we go. Oh, maybe some of the glue wasn't dry. That happens sometimes. That's okay. And I'm just going to take these out of here like this. These are embossed now. Okay, and then what I will do is I will take the other ones that are not embossed, and I will show you. We'll just put some together. We'll put a few together. So I'm going to move this over to the side. Only because of time, you guys. Only because of time. I wish there were more time. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my little crocodile. Somebody asked me about my crocodile. I cannot remember who. But my crocodile is from We Are Memory Keepers, and yes, the knob and stuff on the side is metal, and they said there was plastic ones, so I'm not really sure. This is very old. I did buy this many years ago. It was a very long time ago, so I don't know if they changed the way they make it and it's just plastic now. Mine is metal, but I did buy mine very long time ago. Like I said, I've been crafting for a very long time, so it's 2023 right now, and I've been crafting since probably with scrapbooking. I probably started scrapbooking in 1999, yeah, the year before 2000, the year before the millennium. So it has been a long time. I'm gonna take my things here. I'm gonna do them to all of them. And what I'm going to do is make a hole, just a tiny hole in there, just at the top, tiny hole. Decide where you want your top to be, where you want your top or your bottom to be. And I'm just going to make the hole in them just like that. And I'll do these ones in what I've embossed. And you don't want the hole to go down too much. You want to keep it up closer to the top. And the reason being is because putting in the little bulb pin, the lower the hole is, the harder it is to get everything in. So I've learned that through making these. So let's do some more. I'm just going to put a hole in. These are the ones that are not embossed now. You don't have to use you don't have to use embossing. You could do it without. Okay, here's ones with just the words, and here's one like that, this one, and I could see where I cut that one a bit crookedly, and that's okay. It's all right, but oh, this was the one with the ledger paper on the back. Okay, so it's a little odd shape, but that's all right. It's still a twisted tangle. It's still a twisted tangle. I'm going to do this way. And here. Okay. Now my next step I want to do. Oops, I did that wrong. That's okay. There's no wrong way. I'm going to take those little things. And what I like to do with these little things like this, I just like to put the hole in the corner. And I'll show you why. Because it hangs differently off the twisted tangle. If you put your hole anywhere else besides the center, it hangs a little differently. I am going to put them in the center of these though. They're tiny. Whoops. And we'll put it on here like this. And we already have, this has a string on it already. This has a hole in it. Here's a number. And I do have these numbers in my shop. So if you go over to my shop, Twisted Paper Studio, you'll find that I do have a Twisted Tangles numbers kit in there. You can also use the stamped kit that's in there. There's a bunny stamp kit in there. Okay, and we have that one has a hole in it. And here's this bunny that we did. I'm just going to go ahead and put a little tiny hole in his head somewhere. Sorry, bunny, but it's okay. Just tiny. And then, let's see, we have some, what's this called? Vellum. I'm going to actually cut it in half. And I'm going to put little holes in it together. And we have a ticket. And put a hole in there. And I have a piece of this also. And I'm just going to, I don't know, should I keep it long? Yeah, let's keep it long. I'll just put a hole in it. Okay? Now, then we had all these little fabric scraps. And we have these little things. I'm not going to make too many of them now. I'm just going to, because we're almost, our time is it's way past the time, actually. I believe it's been over an hour. Okay. So what I do is I start with the long pieces first, laying them down, because I have to see how I want to put them together. Usually I make it, you know, eye-pleasing in length, like that. And you could keep everything pink. You can mix it up. You can do whatever you want. I am going to mix them up a little bit. Maybe I'll put this one on here like that, so I can see some of the paint. And possibly that there. And then I'll do one of these embossed pieces on the front of this one. And I could do a little number here. And I could do a little number on this one. Okay, and now, when I start with the pin, I'm going to start with the fabric piece first. So I'll just take this little bunny. Now, the bunny is bigger than the number. So I'm actually going to start with the number first. I'll go first with the number, so I do the smallest piece first. I'll put on a piece of fabric. I'll put on this one. I'll put this one on. And then I'll put on this piece of paper. And that's it. I close it up, and I have a little twisted tangle there. That's all I do. And this is from my scraps, you guys. Now we could do the next one. And we're just gonna, I can do it, I'll even do it with a safety pin. How's that? We'll try it with a safety pin, okay? I'm gonna put a piece of fabric. I'll just get this piece of fabric here. So this is small. So I'm gonna put this on first. And then I'm gonna put on the fabric. And then I'm going to put this on. And then this on. And then this on. And here we go. I made a twisted tangle, you guys, with a safety pin. Okay. And then now let's do some more, since we have this stuff. And now we can use all these little pieces that I have over here. So maybe I'll start with a charm and a key. And we'll do that on a safety pin. So we'll have to see how this is going to go. We can do the tag in the front, and maybe we can do this back here, and maybe a long piece. These are kind of the same size. I wouldn't do the same size. We'll do that there, and a smaller piece in the front, and maybe we could even take this tiny little piece of fabric off here. Just tiny. It doesn't have to be big. Tiny. It's just a scrap. That's all it is. And we'll put that on there. Just a little scrap. And then maybe we'll put this on here. Like that. And then we'll take a little piece of this like that. And we'll put this on the front of here. I'm not even thinking, you guys. I'm just doing. Here's a little number. And maybe we'll do a key. We're just gonna play. So the key is bigger, so I'll put the little number first. I'll put the number. I'll put the key. I'll put the stamp. I'll put the piece of fabric. Whoops. And then I'm going to put another little twisted tangle. and then another one, and then another one. And therefore, we have, it's all decorated on the front, and then it's also on the back. See that? Decorated in both spots. Now we'll do this one, and then I'm going to let you go. And I'm going to share just one more thing with you, one more idea. So you guys can use buttons. You can also use your little seed beads. You see the seed beads on here already? You can do that too and put two little seed beads on there. So we're going to start. We're going to put our charm. We're going to put a piece of fabric. Whoopsie. Fabric. We're going to put a little ticket. And we're going to put a twisted tangle. Now, I only had one of these twisted tangles here, so let me get another one. I want to keep it in the blue, so let me go ahead and put a hole in here for this one. And I wanted another long one. We'll do this one. So here. We're going to put this on. Whoopsie. And we can even put this on because I used them. So let's go ahead and put it on. And then we'll put the long twisted tangle. And we'll close it up. And there we go. It's all dangling off there like that. See how cute? Isn't it adorable, you guys? So these are the twisted tangles. And then I'm just going to show you this one other idea when you make them. If you have them, you can dangle them in your book pages. You can dangle them off packages. You can dangle them off journal cards, off tags. And the way I would do that is I would put a grommet or a hole. If your tag is strong enough, you can just put a hole. But here, these little tiny punches like this, just like that, we can take a little punch and put them in the end like that of our long, tall, skinny, the long, tall pieces of twisted tangle. So now you could see the paper behind it. You see how that is? It looks cute. So I'll do this one so we can see that paper behind it. And I'll just go ahead and put a swirl in there. Now, sometimes you might not be able to get it through because these are tiny. But there. So now there's a little swirl showing through, and you can see the paper behind it on this little twisted tangle that we just made. And let's see, we can do this one too. What's the other one? A star? We'll use a star. I'll just go ahead and poke it, put it in there, and press as hard as I can. You might have problems with this if you have problems with your hands, because this is a little hard because it is two pieces of paper glued together. But there's a little star, and I just did that plain. It doesn't have to be the paper behind it. You don't have to do that. I just like that look when it's something's behind it, but you don't have to. And there you go. There's our twisted tangles, you guys. And I know that we only made 4, and it took a long time to go through the process, but I explained it very thoroughly so that you can go through all the steps to make them. And honestly, all it is just your scraps and your little tiny things hanging around your desk. And you just put them all together. And I came up with the idea because my name is Donna Twist with an E at the end. And my old job where I used to work, my last name was the very first, and then it was my first initial. So everyone in the office always called me Twisted. So I came up with Twisted Paper Studio and Twisted Tangles because I derived this from my trash. So thank you for watching. Blessings to all of you, and I will see you guys again tomorrow for day 88. Bye, my crafting buddies. I'll see you soon.